Got a shout out to Papa Jazz Record Shop in Columbia, South Carolina. If anyone's ever been there, check them out if they're still there. I don't know. I got this t-shirt and I like it because I love the little groovy logo. They are cool. This is a concert review. So I went to a concert. This shirt is awfully big on me. I didn't realize. So I went to a concert. This is my second concert review of the 2023 year. It is a slow year for concerts for me so far. Like I said, I've only been to two. Money and bands that, I haven't really seen anything that I really want to see. But I did want to see this band. And this is the Viagra Boys. They are a funky punk band from Stockholm, Sweden. This is their most recent album. It came out last year. This is Cold Cave. Yes, Cave World. Cold Cave. What the hell's wrong with me? Cave World. And it is a fantastic record, you guys. You have to check out this record. It is so much fun. I bought this in the middle of the summer, I think, last year, and I have listened to it over and over and over and over and over. I love this record. This is the black vinyl version. There's also a green and a pink. It is also very hard to find now. Apparently it is selling like crazy. So if you see it, grab it. It's a great, fun, upbeat record. So I went to see the Viagra Boys. I used to think it was a odd name, a bad name. It's really not. It fits them perfectly. So the venue is a new venue here in Chicago. I have never been to it. And it is called the Salt Shed. It is the old Morton Salt building over on the northwest side of the city of Chicago. It is, they put a lot of money into this place. So basically it was just a big old warehouse. And they, it still has the Morton Salt logo on the roof. And they added on to it. So they have like a nice lobby area and some shops and the bathrooms are beautiful, which, you know, us old people like beautiful bathrooms when we go to concerts and ballparks and stuff like that. It's a beautifully well done place. They clearly put a lot of money into it. It is a dual event venue. It has an indoor and an outdoor. I have some friends who went to the outdoor venue last summer when they opened. And then they close in the fall, and then there's concerts in the indoors. And I went to, this show was the second at the indoor venue. I don't remember who was the opening, but Viagra Boys were the second act to play the indoor venue. It has bad sound. The sight lines are not good. I tried to move around as much as possible because I was getting a bad sound. So I actually I kind of went to several areas of the place to see if the sound was any better, and it really wasn't. It has a warehouse feel to it. It's very, you know, it's got rafters and it's very high peak ceilings. It's all one main floor, but then they have like bleachers like in the back. I didn't go up there. I think those were reserved seats. I'm not sure. I didn't go up there. The lines for if you guys know my concert reviews, I'm a stickler for long lines and expensive drinks. I enjoy a cocktail when I go to a show, and the drinks were pretty expensive and the lines were very, very long. Pre-show, every bar I went to, the line was at least 50 people long to get a drink. During the show, they went down a little bit, down to like maybe 15 people. Still enough to be annoying and enough to miss some of the show, which I don't want to do. I want to see the show and I want everything. So I because it's on the northwest side of the city, it's difficult for me to get to. I'm on the north side of the city, but I'm on the far east side. I'm all the way over by the lake. So for me to get over there by Uber or train would take me well over an hour and a half, probably an hour and 20 to get there. And then if I took an Uber, it would have been $50. So I drove. I knew I wasn't going to be drinking a lot, so I figured, you know what, just drive over there. You're not familiar with the neighborhood. Just get over there. So I go over, and there's construction all around this place. You can't find street parking anywhere. So I had to park in one of their lots, and it was $45. Which, had I taken an Uber one way, it would have been $45 to $50. So that was the first downer for me was, the parking, and then everything else that went after. So let's get on to the show. In other words, I'm going to think twice before going back to this place. I definitely won't drive. I hope they get the construction figured out by the time the summer shows come along. I don't know if there's anyone else there this summer or spring that I'm really interested in. So I will think twice before I go back to this venue. I would like to see the outdoor shows, see what it's like. I'm not a big outdoor festival or outdoor show person, but I would like to check it out just to see what's going on. So Viagra Boys, this is their album that came out right before Cave World. I'll get that right. Because there's a band called Cold Cave that I really used to like, and I don't like them anymore because they're not as good as they used to be. So I got that stuck in my head. So this is Welfare Jazz. This is the album that came out right before them. This band has not been around long. I think they have 4 records or maybe 3 in an EP. This is a good record. It's not like their new one. But it's got some nice stuff. The song Coldplay is really good. Ain't Nice. They played a bunch of songs from here. Actually, the show was pretty much comprised of these 2 records. There might have been 1 or 2 earlier songs, but this was really good. I think they played I Feel Alive. But Welfare Jazz, pretty good. But then they come out with this. This is such a great record, you guys. I cannot tell you how much I love this record. So they come out. The opening band was, I don't remember who they were, but I had no interest in them whatsoever. They were playing, and the sound was even worse for them. So I had already had a sinking feeling that the sound wasn't going to be all that great. So I didn't even really pay attention to the opening band. I wish I had written down who they were, but I didn't. I'm sorry. So they come out, and they're fun. They got a sax player who's crazy, and they just have an attitude. They just walked out and they have an attitude, and it fits their title, their name, Viagra Boys. Their songs fit their name, Viagra Boys. The lead singer is he was a character. He is a punk rocker who does not take himself seriously. He is I don't know how old he is. I should have looked that up for this video. Maybe someday I'll do some research for these videos. No, that's too much work. I don't know how old he is. He's not super old, but he's younger than me. But he took off his shirt, and he has tattoos. He is tattooed from here down to his waist, his back, his chest. Everything was tattooed. His arms, his fingers, everything was tattooed. And I'm 55, and I have a little bit of a dad bod going. This guy has a dad bod going, and I don't think he's. I assumed he was in his 40s. Good for him. He was showing it off. His vocals were spot on. He sounded great. But man, he had dad dancing down. He had the dad bod, the belly hanging out. He wasn't fat or anything, but he just had the dad bod, and it was entertaining. It was fun. He brought a great vibe to the whole place. The crowd loved it. He definitely knew how to work a stage. He brought the crowd in. The crowd was going crazy. They absolutely loved him. Other than the sound, I would say this was a top-notch show. This band is really, really good live. They're fun. They're characters. They're entertaining. They're pretty damn good musicians too. I mean, for a punk band, I mean, these guys played their asses off. I thought they sounded really, really good. So yeah, you guys go see these guys. I highly recommend them. I'm sure they're going to be on festival lineups all summer long. If they're not at Lollapalooza, I will be very surprised. I bet they're at Riot Fest this year here in Chicago. If they're at Riot Fest, I'm going. No doubt about it. They're a festival band. I am sure of it. If they're still in the United States, they're from Stockholm, so maybe they won't be. I don't know. I could be wrong, but what a great way to promote this great record would be to hit some festivals this summer. Highly, highly recommend the Viagra Boys. This is Cave World. Bye.